Hello and welcome back to Deus Machina Demonbane. Sensing danger, I leap back just in the nick of time. The air suddenly explodes even though there was nothing there. This is... Can't see it, can you? These are my camouflaged weapons, the Star Vampires! Undetectable by machine or magic, their attacks are impossible to dodge. Now I'll turn you to dust! Tiberius howls triumphantly. No doubt Demonbane is surrounded by invisible weapons right now. However, I'm unperturbed. I merely focus my mind. From the hate-scorched sky! My thoughts accelerate, calculating the law of the world at this point in time, and upon that law I impose my own logic, thereby remaking the world. With righteous anger in our hearts! Such is magic. My spell connects me to the world, granting me true seeing eyes. We draw forth the sword that smites evil. I see them. The invisible threat is right in front of us, less than a second away, and I can perceive it clearly. With my nerves running at full speed and attuned to the whole world, the instant passes so slowly that it makes me want to yawn. It's more than enough time to use my power. Thou art the innocent blade, Demonbane. A flash of light. A dozen explosions detonate around Demonbane. All the Star Vampires have been cut out of the air. The scimitar of Barzai? Just what? How? I point the scimitar at Beelzebub. Now it's my turn to gloat. I suppose he can't see me, but on my mouth is a fearless grin. Have you remembered the purpose of this machine? This is Demonbane, the sword that smites evil. Okay, you zombie motherfucker. Time to put you back with the rest of the corpses. I raise the scimitar, and as Demonbane steps forward, Beelzebub falls back under our pressure. You can't get away from Demonbane. But just as I'm about to strike, Tiberius suddenly starts cackling. Aren't you forgetting something important? I have a hostage here! Tiberius stands next to the crucified princess again. He wraps his tentacles around her neck and begins to squeeze. Be careful if you don't want me to snap little Rory's neck. You'll stay right there. Even though he's threatening us, Tiberius lacks his earlier confidence. It's clear he's desperate. Even so, he can't move carelessly as long as he has her hostage. Now that girl never fails to cause trouble. Well, that is what princesses do, right? What now? Good question. She usually comes to help at times like this, but this time... Metatron streaks through the air, aiming to rescue Rory from Beelzebub's head. Of course, Sandalphon is not just about to let her go. I knew you'd do this, but it won't be so easy! Sandalphon pursues. He tightens his fist, aiming it at Metatron's back in preparation for a high spirit energy attack. Ha! What? Before he can unleash his strike, a rocket hits him. The explosion blasts him back, and although he's not injured, he is extremely annoyed by the interruption. Who was that? He looks down. Some distance away he sees an armoured car with its rocket launcher aimed at him, and on the roof of the car stands a white-cloaked man wailing on a guitar. I won't let you do as you please, Sandalphon, for the great genius Dr. West will gladly put his life on the line for his comrades! To battle! Hey, you aren't even doing anything. And you're under arrest. Don't you think you're getting any special consideration just because you're taking a fiendish villain who miraculously had a change of heart through the power of friendship? You criminal! Damn you! He's mad. He is mad. Stone, let's get out of here. Hurry. Roger. Hey, come on, karate man. Yeah. Don't provoke him, you nutcase. Die. Ah! Okay now. Power down, Demonbane. Immediate... A sudden beam attack blasts away the tentacles holding the princess. And I see a white shape grab the cross and fly away, with the coughing princess still on it. Metatron! Alright, I knew she'd show up. So you were depending on her to bail you out? Fuck! Everyone keeps getting in my way! Don't think I'm going to let you go that easily! Tiberius stamps his feet in a blind frustration. In a battle between mages, where each instant determines victory or defeat, this opening is ridiculously huge. Aren't you forgetting who your real opponent is? Huh? Demonbane! Looks like he finally figured it out. Far too late, though. His momentary distraction was enough for Demonbane to get into Beelzebub's range. I swing the scimitar without the slightest hesitation. The blade cuts a line from the top of Beelzebub's head to its groin, slicing the machine perfectly in half. Again! Again, Deus Koro, damn you! Tiberius leaps down from the bisected Beelzebub. But before he can land, I summon Cthulhu and stab its enormous muzzle at him. See you in hell. The bullet goes straight through Tiberius and smashes into the ground, a thunderous explosion of dirt and smoke. Beelzebub finally takes the opportunity to collapse. Gunsmoke is still rising from Cthulhu's muzzle. There's nothing left of him this time. Payback's a bitch, Tiberius! Well done. However, it is too early to relax. We still have to deal with that foul mess of flesh in the sky as quickly as possible. I look up into the sky. The great old one, Cthulhu. He's still sleeping, but there's no telling when he'll wake up. And once he opens his eyes, the Earth is finished. We can't just wait until that happens. Yeah, of course I hadn't forgotten. As I'm nodding in agreement, I suddenly feel like something is wrong. And this bad feeling quickly becomes a warning of immediate danger, putting me instantly on edge. I reflexively jump away from where we're standing. What's wrong? Far away from the battlefield, Metatron lands near the entrance to a shelter and plants Ruri's cross in the pavement. She cuts away the bindings with her beam saber and catches the freed Ruri as she falls. Thank you. No need to thank me. You should be able to make it to the shelter from here. Now get away from me, quickly. Huh? Just as Metatron lowers Ruri gently to the ground, Sandalphon lands atop an electrical pole from which he looks down at Metatron, with his arms folded and his black wings spread. Are you quite finished yet? His voice is quiet, but the sheer malice hidden underneath it turns Ruri's blood to ice. Metatron gives the petrified Ruri a gentle push towards the shelter, and with a last reassuring nod to her, Metatron turns to face Sandalphon. Yes, I am. Sorry to keep you waiting. Metatron's armour transforms noisily. Weapons emerge from all over her body and her wings spread even wider. The light of her wings surrounds her body with a shining halo. Truly like a king of angels. Sandalphon feels something different from Metatron this time. If one were to look under his mask, they would no doubt see a warrior's countenance twisted with hate and joy. Sandalphon spreads his arms, black light emerging from his body. No such thing exists in the natural world. It is the colour of Sandalphon's battle aura, for this angel's heart is filled with darkness. Truly like a fallen angel. Finally! You're finally serious! Yes, good! Only by killing you as you are now will I be able to reach the ultimate domain. There is no ultimate domain at the end of this path of carnage. There is nothing, nothing at all. And with that, the two angels fall silent. Further words will be unnecessary and meaningless, for each of them understands the other utterly. But each of them rejects the other utterly. And therefore, words are unnecessary. Therefore, words are meaningless. The two angels rise into the sky. Leaving behind only roaring wind, they vanish from Ruri's sight. Looking up at the sky that swallowed them, Ruri feels a strange sorrow. It is as though the angels had been driven from the earth and forced to retreat to heaven. No matter how much they might desire to return, there is no place for angels in this world. By human standards, this is terribly sad. An idle fancy crosses a mind that only if they did not have their wings, perhaps this world would accept them. This is no time to be thinking about such nonsense. Even while deriding herself, she continues down her train of thought. So, what about Demonbane? Grandfather had called it the smiter of all evil, yet it moves by the power of a grimoire. In order to slay evil, it must enter the domain of evil. If that which slays evil must itself become evil, then is there truly a place in this world for Demonbane? Sensing danger, I leap away from where we're standing, and it looks like my bad feeling was right on the money. What is it? Look! Something is happening to destroy Beelzebub. The machine is turning to rust, corroding at an unbelievable speed. No, that's not all. It's decomposing? I can hardly believe my eyes. From the cracks in the corroded metal, putrid green juices begin to drip, and the armour suddenly shatters like a broken egg, spilling piles and piles of rotten meat onto the ground. And into the decaying flesh wriggle countless man-sized maggots. I'm not sure what this is, but it seems like he hasn't been defeated yet. Oh, God, it makes me sick just looking at it. Pull yourself together. Diaju Koru Al-Azif. I hear a voice, a vulgar voice that's really starting to piss me off. Son of a bitch, he's still not dead yet? With the power of Diverminus Mysterious, I am immortal. You can't kill me. Weaklings like you can never kill me. Noise, noise, noise. A buzzing fills my ears, and it's an extremely unpleasant sound, like an army of innumerable flies is approaching. It's coming. The rotting machine suddenly bursts, spewing a vast black cloud into the air. At a glance it must look like any cloud at night, but the horror of it makes darkness far more powerful than anything the night can bring. The black shape rises, coiling about itself. As it moves, the buzz is changing its pitch and volume. This is a swarm of flies. The swarm of flies rides and howls like a black giant. This is like something I'd see in a dream. Reminds me of something that happened soon after I started living by myself. I left a bunch of dirty dishes out in the kitchen for a while. I let her plant fly eggs in the sink. Now is not the time for that. I feel a surge of hate, a curse baring its fangs at me once again. At the centre of the swirling mass of flies, the same miasma that Beelzebub summoned earlier is forming. Hate, hate, corruption! Hate, 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 corruption! Hate! The miasma is filled with screams of grief and resentment. Where it exists only as a massive condensed presence, I can see countless faces floating on its surface. I see the faces of men and women, the faces of young and old, the faces of small children. They only have one thing in common. Their faces are all graven with deep, deep suffering. They're trapped in an endless curse to howl their death cries for all eternity. The vengeful spirit bomb, Beelzebub's ultimate weapon. Once again that voice echoes inside my head. Mama. Something hot burns the back of my brain. I'll use you to feed this spell! Become filthy damned souls like all the rest! Die! The cloud of flies parts, unleashing the cursed might of the vengeful spirit bomb on Demonbane. However, I cross Demonbane's fists. Quick side note. For the record, I called this right when we first encountered this bastard. I'm guaranteeing the only way to kill him permanently is to destroy his book. Destroy his grimoire. Because that's what's keeping him alive at this point. You destroy that and he's just a pile of meat and bones. The concentrated hate is trying to crush us with its power. But I'm not afraid. There's nothing to fear here. Light surges from Demonbane's hands, and I use the shining fist to carve a pentagram into the storm of the darkness. The Elder Sign. That which banishes the forces of menace and antagonism. The pentagram expands in front of Demonbane, becoming a mighty shield against all harm. And the howling of the damned thunders in my ears, and was buffeted by shockwaves. But our barrier does not waver, not even the tiniest bit. Death upon death upon death upon death upon death washes over us, and in the midst of this raging torrent of defilement, Demonbane alone remains, almost terrifyingly pure. Ah! From somewhere in his cloud of flies and vengeful ghosts, I can hear Tiberius' hysterical scream. The malicious power grows stronger, the black of the miasma vying for dominance with the white of our barrier, and the air is scorched by surging lightning and soaked with the fragments of dead spirits. Die! 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 The hatred suddenly compresses into a tiny sphere, floating in front of our shield. Yet the concentrated energy soon goes critical, bursting outwards from the centre, and explodes into uncontrolled inferno of animosity. The foul energy emanates from the vengeful spirits, becomes a curse of decay that defiles the world, and it blasts away the air, pollutes the land and rots the trees, and as the full brunt of this corruption is directed, of course, at Demonbane. Become food for the worms! Feed me! Even through the roaring of the damned, I can hear Tiberius' maniacal laughter. Tiberius, you... You know what? I think that's an excellent point to end this part. So, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next.